Hello and welcome to another update for what's happening on the farm. Well, a lot's happening and yet not so much. You can see behind me we've had some skip bins delivered. There's still a lot of cleanup to do, but there has been some progress. More on that in just a second. First of all, we have found the llamas, and unfortunately they all perished. We found them together up here behind us in the paddock just over the hill, and it appears that they've just been caught by surprise. We're not sure. We hope they didn't suffer, but they're no longer, unfortunately. It's really sad. We've we had a drink for them, especially Greg. Jeez, Greg. But the plan is to get all llamas. I think we're not sure yet exactly. We don't have any fences, so it won't be right now. But yeah, sad news. But we did find them. We don't think they suffered. They're all together. So yeah. Thank you everybody for asking about them. Now with the cleanup, we have started. You can see there's a skip bin there, and behind me down here there is another skip bin. There's actually two right here behind me, 1 and 2. And that is, well, let me go back to past me and I'll tell you all about that. Today is kind of exciting, kind of sad. I'm not sure what the emotion is, to be honest. But you can see behind me, we have a charity called Operation Veteran Assist. Now, I'm not a veteran. I've never been in the military or the army. But these guys are ex-military. This is what they do. They come out and they clean up any kind of help that people need. And just look at them go. We're getting tin removed today, so we're starting with Chris's house there, and they're just in it. This is a massive help, but this is what the community does. We did. It's I don't know what I would do without him, if I'm honest. It would take me weeks. And Ovi has brought their emotional support puppy in training. This is Dushka. Hey buddy. He is very, very, very cute. So he's going to be a full-grown support doggy, but right now he's just knocking over water balls. Anyway, he's here to help, and he is. So we have now cleaned up all the tin and all the big metal bits in here from Chris's place, and there's just nothing left. It's pretty obvious, total loss. We've found a few bits and pieces. We've got a metal detector, so maybe we can find a few more things, but it's just nothing left at all. The machinery shed now is also, or the workshop and machinery shed is now also cleared. So the veterans have removed all of that tin. Massive help. I think we filled 7 of these skip bins so far, and there's 3 here ready to go. But you can see there's just nothing left. There's the Pajero. Sad to lose that. Here's some toolboxes, some shelving, but there's just nothing here. Like, it's just completely burned. There's a couple of engines we have. There's a generator, and over there, right there, is all of the batteries. So this is our new solar setup. That is what 48 kilowatt hours of batteries look like when they are no longer batteries. Not sure how to remove that. It's could be pretty toxic, so we're gonna leave that for a bit. But yeah, it's just all burned. But some progress. We have removed the tin. We can actually see what's here, which is a huge relief. We'll take any progress right now. So we still have the office to clean up here. We'll remove the tin and we'll see. I still haven't got to any of the Unify stuff that burned. I haven't really been here for a while, mainly because we were trying to make a sort of a normal everyday for our son, which include a tennis camp in Melbourne, things like that had already been booked to make his life not all about the burnt farm, basically. But also because it's been so damn hot. It's been really, really hot, which is not only can you not be outside, but it also means that there's even more fire dangers, right? 10 days after the fires, we were still putting out like smoldering things on the farm. 10 days. You know, we had a thermal camera and it would be like 100 degrees suddenly somewhere and you can't tell. So we haven't really been here for a bit, but let me just show you what's happening with this. Well, the last video I did the solar update. Let me just show you where we're at with that, because yeah, a few changes have made. Anyway, let me show you. So the generator that I showed you last time, which Chris is now refilling, turns out it actually runs for like 14, 15 hours on a tank, which means that we haven't really needed to have the solar panels here. So they are no longer here. We are going to repurpose them, and instead the house is just running on the generator. I still have the UPS inside here, so I'll show you. We'll go into the Lego room here, and in here the UPS is still there. You can hear it beeping now because we just turned the generator off. So that means we can just refill the generator every 2 days and the network actually is fine. So this is still running all the access points I showed you last time, all the cameras and Home Assistant, and it's just happy. So that's the change there. And one of the main reasons we're doing that, actually, let me show you what happens to the Blue Eddy. So out the back here is the water tank, and again, like I showed you I think last time, the fire came up to right here. That was actually burnt, and that tree was burnt, which is weird because the house is like right there. I'll never understand that. But this water pump here does not like the generator power. It behaves really weirdly, like properly weirdly. So the Blue Eddy is actually down here powering the water pump. So even though we can't drink all that water in here, we can still use it for, you know, washing hands and toilets, and even washing clothes. To be honest, we've done that for a few things as well. And hopefully we'll get that all cleaned out and put fresh drinking water in that soon. But this has been a lifesaver because we can power the pump with the Blue Eddy, and then the Blue Eddy is just plugged in there and being powered by the generator, which seems to work all right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So Blue Eddy has been repurposed, and it makes more sense day to day. So quite a lot of you have asked if the companies that I've done videos for before and worked with, if they've supported, you know, this sort of disaster, lack of a better term. And some of you have even written to like Unify and Blue Eddy, and thank you. Thank you so much. I have been notified of your messages from those companies, and guess what? They're all helping. Let me show you. So Blue Eddy has sent this. Now I can't tell you what that is just yet because it's a future product, but that's kind of cool. But it will be in a future video. But they've also sent this because I asked for solar panels, right? And this one here, the Sora 500 solar panel, is actually, I'm going to use the Blue Eddy that you saw before at the water tank. I'm going to use that solar panel with that Blue Eddy to power the pump shed. Now, I thought I might do that today, but I just don't have enough time. There's so many phone calls and whatnot that I have to do as well. But the solar panel, it's very cool. And then Reolink have sent this. This is a solar panel, and it is the Reolink Altus PT Ultra. Now, I have done a video before on the Altus because I kept calling it Atlas. Sorry about that. But this is perfect for my situation right now. It is a Wi-Fi enabled camera with a solar panel and like a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. So with an SD card, of course. So thank you, Reolink. They sent that. And of course, Unify sent this big box. I'm going to get to that in just a second. And I'll show you what they sent. I can't ask for some things, but let's see. I actually haven't opened it yet, so I'm not sure what's in it. Other companies that are going to help with devices, equipment, just support and emotional assistance, which I appreciate from all of you as well, is SwitchBot. They're going to send a whole bunch of devices, they said, to help me rebuild things. That's really kind of cool. Akara has been in contact with for home assistant type sensors and cameras as well and things like that. Yabo have, well, there's a future product apparently. I think I'm going to get to try another lawnmower. Not right now, there's kind of like nothing to go, obviously. Emotion has been in contact, Limo. It's been so cool. If I've forgotten any companies, I apologize. There's been so many of you that have emailed, and just so cool. I mean, humbling. I'm not used to that. I usually have to prove myself a bit before they send anything. So there's going to be videos on that. Obviously, I want to make sure I give a shout out. And I'm going to use it anyway to rebuild what is on the farm. So, but yeah, I know what you're thinking. Let me show you what's in that Unify box. All right, let's have a look. I'm not even sure. I'll show you. Okay, so there's a box in the... All right, geez, that's heavy. So, I asked for these things, I think, with the intention of expanding the Wi-Fi, of course. So we have here a U7 Pro Outdoor. Nice. Another U7 Pro Outdoor. Excellent. So they're going to be up near the shed somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'm going to figure out. A whole lot of cables. Because again, I got nothing. I have no cables left, right, at all. So I've asked for, I have no tools to make cables. I have nothing. So I've asked for some completed cables, and it looks like we sent some. Yeah, so there's 0.3 meters, there's 1 meter cables, there's 2 meter cables, there's 3 meter cables, there's 5 meter cables. There's 8 meter cables, and there are 8 meters. I think there's some 12 meter cables as well. Holy moly, that's a lot of cables. And okay, talk amongst yourselves. Now, well, I'll have some options. All right, these are 5 meters. Yep. Okay, next layer we have 5 G6 instant cameras. So this is currently Unify's only Wi-Fi camera, and I did do a video on that, and I think probably the best intro ever. Go check that out. But 6 of the G6 instants, which is amazing because they're Wi-Fi. I just need power. Again, I don't have cabling anywhere. Switch is all gone. This is what I need. Then there are 2 U7 outdoors. Excellent. So 4 access points so far, 2 U7 outdoors. There are some PoE injectors or adapters. So there's PoE Plus, PoE Plus. I think there's 5 PoE Plus adapters. Yep. Because I'm going to need that. Obviously, I have no cabling anywhere, so I'm going to need PoE adapters. And then down the bottom here we have 15 meter patch cable. Fantastic. I think these are all cables. 12 meters, 15 meters. Yeah, so that's all that. So, Unify came to the party. Holy crap. So thanks again for everybody that has said, oh, why don't these companies help you rebuild? Well, they are. They absolutely are. And I'm sweating like a pig because it's still really hot. Today's a cool day. It's only 32. It's amazing. This is so good. Yeah, future videos obviously going to be about how to put these into good use. Not sure yet. I just asked for options, and wow, did I get options. So thank you to all of you that have messaged these companies and for your comments and support, and also the companies, of course. It's heartwarming how many have reached out wanting to help on this rebuilding journey, which is going to be months, years, I don't know how long. I'm ready for it though. I think I am. Anyway, I'm making myself ready as much as I can. Part of it, of course, is the nerdy stuff like this from Unify, from Blue Eddy, from Reolink, from everybody that makes me go on. But of course, it's also up to you, all of you lovely people that have supported my community and our story, which is via the GoFundMe. It's still open. We've been blown away by the support. It's just been absolutely humbling to see the messages, the comments, the offers of help. So many of you have wanted to help out, and we wish we could just say, yeah, come along, just come and do stuff. coordinating all this and figuring out what needs to be done is really, really difficult. So we are, this coming weekend, we have a, my Jeep club actually, yes, the Jeep is still alive as you saw, is coming to help with cleaning up some of all these trees. All the ones that have fallen over, it needs to be cut down, etc. So that's a huge help. But yeah, just thank you so much. And if you want to support, obviously the GoFundMe is still there on the screen. But that has just been, it's made our everyday easier. We are basically nomads. We still can't live in the house here. We're still waiting for insurance assessors and reports and tests and all sorts of things. I'm obviously doing my full-time job on them as well, so that's like many hours. It's all just a big piss right now, but we're working through it, and you're part of the help, you're part of the solution, you're part of why I keep doing these videos. Thank you. But so yeah, so there's more videos to come. Again, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to record. It's all a bit up in the air because of weather and many other things. But thank you so much for your support. It genuinely means a lot, and I wouldn't be here without it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update, which is hopefully something to do with some of these amazing devices and things that we got. Right. See ya.